Well, I didn't find
Okay, Wheeler fans, and here come the Whalers as we get ready for the 2017 playoff. 5th year in a row of playoffs, 5th year that Nantucket's been in it. Let's hope that 2017 is the charm that they can advance. You know?
Yeah, they should have. Well, I don't want to say this, but we played them during the regular season in the league, and we had a strong game. We beat them 55-6.
Yeah,
so.
I lied last week. I told everybody last week that the playoffs were starting tonight. Really, the playoffs aren't starting tonight. As you just said, we already beat Monomoy 55-8, and that poses a question.
Yeah.
Which was harder this week, for the Nantucket coaching staff to get Nantucket practicing on a regular basis, or was it harder for the Monomoy coaching staff to get Monomoy practicing?
I haven't been over there. Wednesday I had to drive up to Boston, and it was on the Cape. The rain was blinding. You couldn't even see, and I was going like 35 miles an hour on Route 6. So
that's 5 miles faster than the runway goes.
That's true. That's true. Gonna be one of those nights, Gino.
But my point is, when you're playing a team a second time, and it doesn't normally happen in football, but when you're playing a team a second time, and you already beat them up bad, how do you tell your kids at practice, this is a big game? As a coach, that's what you're normally saying. This is a big game. We got to get ready for this game. Blah, 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 blah.
You know, one of the interesting things tonight, we'll see how Monomoy, the adjustments they made, and see if they can give the Whalers a harder time. You know, you put pressure on the Whalers, and you very well may have a closer game.
And there we are, right there. Going live, Dennis.
Live. Uh-oh.
Saying hello to all our folks out there watching us live. But my point is, you know, is it going to be another 55-6 game? I don't think so. But last week when we were getting ready to play Holbrook, I said the over and under was 40. I'm going to go with that again.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the over and under is 40. That Nantucket could easily do that.
It's a good bet, and that would show improvement as far as Harwich is concerned. By the way, they have a nice little quarterback. His name is Isaac Hart, number 8, and he had a spectacular. Gina remembers. He had a spectacular touchdown run against the Whalers for their 6 points. So, you know, let's see what the game brings. But I think it's going to be an interesting contrast tonight.
Well, Nantucket needs to get through this game. They need to win 2 games in the tournament. We'll talk more about that as this game advances. You know, 5th year of the tournament. First year of the tournament, we just squeaked in. I think we were the 8th seed. We had to go to Cohasset, and we lost big time up there. The following year, we were like a 2 or 3 seed. Cohasset had to come down here, and we thought it was payback time. It didn't happen. No. Cohasset beat us for the 2nd time in a row. Year 3, we had another home game. We were like a 2 or 3 seed. Blue Hills came over here, and Blue Hills handed it to us. I think it was like 34-21. 3 years in a row, 3 outs. Last year, we had another home game. Cohasset came back here again. We finally got over Cohasset. We beat them last year, and we advanced to the 2nd round where we lost to Seekonk in the overtime game.
All right, so hypothetical deck. We win tonight. So next week we play the winner of the Seekonk-Abington game. And that will be here, is that
That'll
correct?
be here, right. Seekonk is the 6th seed. Abington's the 3 seed. They're both 4-3 records. They're both in different leagues. We'll talk about who they faced. And I think Abington will be coming here since they have the home game. And that will be interesting. But either way, it's a team that we lost to last year. We lost to Seekonk in the tournament. We lost to Abington the following week as a non-tournament game. So that'll be interesting. We got to play this game tonight. You got to play the game on field. But I don't think anybody who is following Wheeler football, anybody following Monomoy football, thinks Monomoy can win tonight's game.
The big thing for the Whalers tonight is get through injury-free.
They have been very fortunate this year with injuries. I don't think they've had one injury where somebody had to sit down. I know the center, Cam Willard, was out a couple of weeks.
I believe he was sick.
He was sick.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a bone or something like that there, a little bit under the weather.
Being injury-free, that's an important thing to do as far as getting to the tournament and getting to the Super Bowl. You need to have good health in order to do those things.
All the way down the line, and you know, speaking of injury-free, that the Patriots took another big hit this week as Hightower was out.
Yeah.
And you know, at the beginning of the year, if you said name me 4 players that the Patriots could not afford to lose. I would have said Hightower. I would have said Edelman. They already lost those 2, and Gronk and Brady would be the other 2. So let's hope that Gronk and Brady can make it through the 16 games.
You might turn into a Bears fan now soon.
So at any
The
rate,
Bears.
so at any rate, tonight we're playing 11-minute quarters. This is tournament play. 1 minute more than you normally play.
Whoa, no. I don't do 1 minute.
Gino doesn't do 1 minute more.
Gino's gonna have to run back to his house to get a bigger tape. We only have that famous 10-minute tape.
I'll tell you what. We don't have any tape, but we got enough time.
All right. What I'm wondering is if it gets to the slaughter rule like we've seen in 2 or 3 times this year, will the clock keep moving through the 11 minutes in the second half? So that's and also twice this year, last week being one of them, they actually cut the 10-minute quarters to 8-minute quarters before the period even started, and that's down the road. But Monomoy, they have something to prove. They want to say that we can play better against the Whalers. Deep down in their hearts, do they think they can beat them? Well, you don't know, but once you get going in a game, if you keep it close, then you can make a game.
High school football is treacherous.
We got a few fans here. The Monomoy.
They brought over some fans. That's good, and we're ready to go here. Mention some of our fine sponsors as we get ready here for the national anthem and the kickoff. Kickoff brought to us by Don Allen Auto Center. New 2017 18 models. Imagine that 2018 models are on site. Come in and take a test drive at Don Allen Auto Center. The rest of our fine sponsors: Sun Island Fuel, Coggan & Coleman Insurance, Harbor Fuel, Island Lumber, Island Pharmacy, Kitty Murtaug's, the Downey Flake, Joe Rapacki CPA, the Islander Package Store, the Sea Grill, the Boys and Girls Club, Steamship Authority, the Beauty Bar, Julie's Gallery, Stover Engineering, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Cam Appliance, the Visitor Center, JB Drywall, Expresso To Go, Fast Forward, Nantucket Seafood, Hawthorne House, Ryder Electric, Outdoor Power, Billy Built Automotive, Cottage and Castle.
Require assistance, please call upon an MIAA school or security official. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation.
Some more of our fine sponsors as they're going through the MIAA rules for the game for fans and players. That's what we're hearing in the background there, Gina.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. Nantucket Ice, Nantucket Electrical Contracted, Joe Rapacki CPA, Killen Real Estate, Martin Bork Painting, Cowboys Meat Market, Santa's Rubbish Removal, Nantucket Health Department, Sushi Bayoshi, Randy Alford Heating and Cooling, Island Fencing, Island Carpets, Valero & Sons, Lady Bird Lingerie, Faucet Man Plumbing and Heating, Nantucket Estate Jewelry and Fine Arts, and we're going to listen to the national
Will be
anthem.
performed by Nantucket's own Caitlin Murphy.
Caitlin Murphy will be singing the national anthem. job by Caitlin. Caitlin Murphy singing the national anthem. And we're ready to play ball. 5 o'clock scheduled kickoff. It's a little bit after 5 right now, but that long announcement by the MIAA, and we'll get through the rest of our sponsors here before the kickoff. Ride the Way, the NRTA, the Boathouse, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Pumpkin Pond Farm, Something Natural, Highland Flooring, Champion Rentals, Island Variety, Sherburne Management, the Homestead, Nantucket Health Club, the UPS Store, BPC Architect, Just Do It 2 Sport Fishing, the Dog Wash, Michael Wilson Attorney, Artistic Tile Install, Keeper's Restaurant, Nantucket Carpet Clean, and Future Pools of Nantucket, our newest sponsor. If you want to be a sponsor, give Gino a call, 508-292-2203. So Nantucket, I assume, won the toss, or maybe they lost the toss. But anyways, they're receiving the ball.
Receiving the football. So back deep, Terrain Burton and number 5, Devontae Asha.
This kickoff brought to us by Santos Rubbish Removal, residential and commercial,
will-
serving the island year-round. Go Wheelers, Santos.
They will not kick the ball deep. No, they kick it on the ground. And Alex Small, number 22, gets the ball to about the 35, 39 yard line.
So a common trend there with teams trying to keep it away from the Nantucket deep men, and certainly worked for Mashpee when Mashpee handled the Whalers, and Monomoy would rather give the Nantucket decent field position than have a run back for a touchdown.
All right, I formation. Max Cunningham split out to the left. And
Wow, look at this
pretty good
strength.
power run. Woo! Nice blocking by number 61, Camden Willett for Nantucket.
Yeah, I thought he was down after about 4 yards, and all of a sudden the whole pile moved and picked up another 5 yards, bringing
That was Usher on the carry.
second and shot.
2nd and 2. Okay, Cunningham to the right. In the slot is Burton. And looks like movement.
And Cerro picks up the first down. I don't see a flag.
No, there was a little movement though.
Little movement, not called.
Beasley on the stop of the Sharks.
All right, Whalers pick up their first down of the night.
And cross the 40 to about the 39, so it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Only played a minute, and Nantucket is on the move.
Okay, Max Cunningham's flanked out to the right, and Burton is in the slot. And they're going to go with a pass. And
Wide open. There's interference.
Oh, wow.
Max
Who was that
Cunningham.
on?
Oh, no call.
No call. There was a little push off.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call it because the Monomoy kid put his hand right on Cunningham's chest and gave him a little push.
Oh, it was.
But he was.
All right, so we got 2nd down and 10.
The ball, I thought, should have been thrown earlier, Dennis.
Yep. The Whalers have been working on their passing game.
They've been listening to me, haven't they?
Right, yes they have. Gino, everybody listens to you.
Well,
And there's a pitch outside,
look at this.
and that's Burton. Burton keeping his feet, knocked out of bounds by number 9, Eli Nickerson.
Nice run by Burton there. He tried to give the fake inside and go outside. He sort of eluded the first man, but the second guy came over and pounded him out of bounds. But not before he picked up about 20 yards and gets it down to about the 17. So
They're inside the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 17. Only played a minute 40.
Burton. Okay, but that's going to be about
Burton, the ball kick for the Whalers, stopped by a host of Sharks.
a 4-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd and about 6.
That's School of Sharks, sorry.
So I said they were on the 17. They started on the 12. So they still can get a first down, but it'd be about the 2-yard line.
Okay. Usher is in the slot. Burton is the deep back. Max Cunningham, flank to the right. And
Oh, a nice little fade.
Usher is going to in for the touchdown. Great fake by
was a great
quarterback. Yep. Jack Holgate.
6-yard run by Usher. He had some. He had a couple of people out there that had a shot at him, but he wasn't going to be taken down. And took about 2.5 minutes for Nantucket to move down the field. About a 58-yard drive.
All along for the extra point, Holgate.
3 first downs along the way.
Okay, and Sarah is Holgate's the holder, and Bartlett is going to be the kicker, and Bartlett puts it up and off the right post, no good. As the teams come back upfield, Whalers have a nice 6-0 lead with 8:28 left in the first period.
Yeah, they did what they want on that drive. They established a ground game. They did throw one pass on it that could have been complete.
It could have been complete. It would have been a nice catch had it been completed.
But we're going to see what Monomoy has done to change their complexion. They, I believe they were down. They were down 55-0 before they put that touchdown on at the end. They're looking right into the sun here. This will be interesting.
Okay, Gavin Vieira's back deep along with Zach Souza.
If he gets a high kick up in the air, those two deep men could have a hard time finding it.
Alex Small will be kicking off for the Whalers.
Going way over to the our right hash here. That's interesting.
Yeah, he's going to reset it.
Now he's told to bring it back. So I guess that was Alex's decision to try to put it over there. The coaches said, "No way, Jose.
way,
Bring it back to the middle."
That brings up a good question, a good point. Can you put the ball, place
Oh
the
yeah,
ball
you
in
can
the
go.
hash?
You can go anywhere hash to
That's what I
hash.
thought.
Yeah.
I don't have any money.
All right, nice kick. Souza's going to get it. And
Geez, he's just got one guy to block for him. I mean,
number 24 for Nantucket made the tackle. Okay.
So Monomoy comes into this game 5-2. They finished second in the league, and they slid into the 7th spot. Last week we were talking, Dennis, and other potential teams that could have been coming here tonight. One was Cohasset. Cohasset fell from 8 to 9. Another one was Diamond. Diamond slid from 7 to 8. And the team that I really wanted to see, Dennis,
Yeah.
was Archbishop Williams.
Nancy the block area first.
And they moved up to 6 or 5 maybe. But anyways, it would have been nice to see an Archbishop Williams, a team that we've never faced before.
Yeah, that would have been interesting, but this is what we got, Dick. So
I think Archbishop Williams could be a team to beat in the tournament. So we'll see how it.
why is that, Dick? Based on what?
Based on the
Who they've
league
played?
they're in, you know, they play the Catholic League, Arlington Catholic.
Well, we used to compete
Strong.
against Arlington
Arlington
Catholic.
Catholic, we had a nice
And we got the doctor
competition with
coming
them over the years. Somebody's heard as they
really?
Okay, we're gonna take a look and see. What are they checking out?
Hold down on one knee there.
Yeah, down on one knee. So you're a little
He's
time
pointing-
out on the field. They're
He's
bringing a
pointing to his.
stretcher
He's
over.
pointing to his head, and with all the concern and concussion, as soon as you point to your head, you're going to have a little time off out of the game.
Okay, Isaac Hart calls timeout.
So we are starting this very slow here on the field, as we have an injured player, and then we have a timeout called. Timeout on the field, brought to you by the Seagro. Remember, Saturdays they do the benefits, and they also have the specials, $9 bar menu from 9 to 10. But Saturday night, the Seagro is always offering relief to the Hurricane Fund. So stop by the Seagro on Thursday nights, and remember the Run for Robin a week from Sunday, November 5th.
And we got a fumble, the ball's loose.
There you go.
Cameron Bartlett's gonna race it in.
Boy, oh boy.
Let's see if it holds up. Touchdown.
Yeah, that's I'm going to call that a 15-yard fumble return. As that play was,
I didn't see who got the hit.
that was in danger. It wasn't really a hit that I saw. It was a bad pitch. The kid, the quarterback threw a bad pitch. The kid tried to pick it up, couldn't, and the ball sort of squirted away from him. And somebody might have landed on him then, but there was like four-wheelers there, and Bartlett was the
Scooped
the
it
lucky
right
one.
up. Oh, that 2-point conversion. And Burton is going to be stopped.
Extra point is no good.
And the Whalers come back upfield. The score is 12-0.
So it's been all you on Nantucket Whalers here so far, and 7:23 to go here in the first period, and Monomoy looked very shaky, Dennis, on the one offensive play they've had so far.
Yeah.
And you know, they had the injury. I don't think the kid is on the stretcher.
No, I don't think they took him. No.
So that's a good sign. But the quarterback was getting out to call the play after. So I don't know why they were waiting for the doctors and everything to go here, because the kid was on the sideline kneeling down. It wasn't like he was on the playing field where they had to wait for him to move. And once they got the play called, he first of all, after the timeout, once he got the play called, it was a disaster of a play.
Small to kick off.
Bad snap, not a bad snap, but a bad pitch, and didn't fall on it, and Cam Bartlett picks it up and scoops it in.
Carpenter.
Is that his first touchdown of the year, Dennis?
It is Campbell's first touchdown. By the way, let's give Monomoy a little credit here. This is their first tournament appearance.
First tournament
in
appearance
school
for
history.
Monomoy.
So they have a lot to play for tonight. And nice kick.
Oh, did you touch it?
He touched it.
Oh, they're gonna get horrible field position.
Wow.
The ball probably was in the sun,
Yeah.
Yes.
the low sun. But
If you remember our first tournament appearance, Dennis, we were talking about it in the pregame show, when we finished, I think, 8th that first year.
Yeah.
We had to go up to number 1 Cohasset.
Right.
And I think they bounced us to the tune of 40 to nothing
Monomoy's
in
gonna
that
take over
area. I
first
don't know the
and
exact
take
score, but it
6
was
yards line.
34 seems.
some big score.
Yeah.
And we lost to Cohasset twice, and then we finally beat them last year. Last year, beating Cohasset was our first tournament win, so it took us 4 years to get a tournament win.
They have terrible field position.
Sharks.
Yeah, and they're looking right into the sun,
Hamilton on the stop.
which doesn't help, and I think it affected the receiver on that play, Dennis, because he seemed to be in good position to field it, but
Ball's on the 3-yard line. We got third down and about 9.
maybe Nantucket can get their first safety there. I don't know if they have a safety yet, but maybe a
No,
safety.
I don't believe so. I don't think they have a safety this year.
So let's see if they can get a safety out of this.
And gonna throw it deep. Oh!
That might be a
There
flag.
could be a flag on that one, but they
No,
call
no
it
flag.
incomplete.
Portion of this first period brought to us by the Downy Fike. Ask how you can get your 7th breakfast free. Join the Breakfast Club. The Downy Fike, 18 Sparks Ave.
Up 3rd down and 8 for the Sharks.
Okay, correction. Third down.
3rd down and 8, Dennis. So they're not afraid to go for it. They threw the ball downfield on 2nd down.
Well, you know, you got to look at it this way. You got to try every avenue to try
Yeah,
and score.
they have. As the saying goes, a cliche, they have nothing to lose here, so they might as well try everything.
But all right, here we go. Hot on the center. Got 3rd down, split backfield. And the
Oh,
ball's on the
another
ground.
fumble. There you go. And we got it.
And Nantucket's got the
boy,
ball.
oh boy. That's tough.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
So the turnover.
What was their record, Dick? What was their
They're
record?
5-2.
We,
They lost
and
to
the
us.
small league. They're in,
They're in our league.
Yeah.
They're in our
He's
league.
up a 1st
Now, speaking of
and goal
league,
for the
Dennis, I at the Boost Club the other night, you know, talking about what can we do better for homecoming. You know, they're talking about they had a great crowd here, selling
They did.
stuff, made a lot of money. We'll talk about it after this play.
all right, Holgate going to pitch outside to Burton, and Burton is running for the flag, and he's in.
Burton's in a 3-yard run.
Nice run by
For the
Burton.
Whalers.
So
Touchdown.
So I joked around when they said, what can we do to improve homecoming? I said, let's get a better opponent. You know?
yeah, absolutely.
And someone said, well, it could be the Vineyard next year. So I did a little investigating, and it's a 50-50 chance that if the Cape and Islands gets a league together, Nantucket and the Vineyard will be back in the same league.
Oh, that would be great.
With a Monomoy, with a John Paul, maybe a Cape Tech.
Sandwich,
Well, I think Sandwich would be in the Division 1. It'd have 2 divisions.
DY. And they're going to get the extra
Got it.
point. So
What does that make it, Dick?
20-0.
On a carry for the Whalers.
So 20-0, and we have played less than 5 minutes. So if I do the math on that, 20 and 20 is 40. 40 times 4 is 160. Not quite a half period, so add another 10. Right now, Nantucket's on pace, Gino, to score 170 points, which won't break the record, because the record in high school football, I think Cumberland out of Georgia, if my memory correct serves me right, scored 222 points in a football game once. Somebody out there can Google that and let me know how close I am, but I just pulled that out of my head. But a team by the name of Cumberland once scored 222 points. I'm going to go on the record as saying.
Oh, all right, Dick. Dick with the info.
That touchdown kickoff brought to us by Congdon & Coleman Insurance, specializing in personal and commercial lines of insurance. Auto, home, marine business established in 1931 down at 57 Main Street. Congdon & Coleman Insurance.
Anthony and
Now, Dennis, look at they got the ball over to the other hash mark now. So they got away from the middle of the field.
Well, let's see what happens. Must be a new thing, Dick. Monomoy gets reasonable field position on this one.
I'm thinking it's just to do with the condition of the field. You notice where the kickoff is probably the most worn out.
Oh, they're
the most
practicing
worn out.
on the middle part of the field.
That was not allowed. That was not allowed in your day,
I remember
was
my
it?
day.
26-yard line.
I was like an outlaw.
When Dennis was the
Well,
JV
don't
coach,
forget to go down
Gino,
the snack bar.
see those buses over there? That was Dennis's practice field. He was sent up there to practice
With my 11
there.
players.
Oh my gosh.
He was not allowed in the field because Dennis used to use a lot of end arounds and he used to chew up the field. So he was sent up to that area.
Nice driven out of bounds from a short gain. Alex Small drove him out of bounds.
Well, we're here at Vito Capizzo Stadium, and last week, and I didn't find out until the game was over, Vito Capizzo made an appearance at the game last week.
Yes, he
and,
did.
And that was nice because Vito had a little under the weather week, and it was great to see that he could be back at the game. And we'll keep our eyes out. Maybe he'll show up here tonight again.
All right, we got a second.
What you ought to do is show up here and so you guys can talk to him.
We tell him to come up here and talk to us, and
Second down and 9, Dick.
he doesn't make it.
Even 6 minutes left in the first period.
Boy,
No, nothing there. Host of Wheelers on the tackle, and Hamilton,
Next, the ball came for the Shark.
primary stop.
Hamilton on the stop for the Whalers.
The Whalers are just too big and
Too strong, too quick.
to for you
No,
know, most of our opponents this year. You know,
Next year, we're losing most of the linemen, so it'll be interesting to have the great backs, new quarterback.
yeah,
Pretty much a new line.
I mean, this is a real senior team. So if they're gonna make a run farther in the playoffs, and that means winning at least 2 playoff games, this is the year to do it.
All right. A little bit of a gain there, about a 4 or 5 yard
maybe
gain.
you got a foot on that one,
Whalers
Dennis?
on the stop for the
Picked
Whalers.
up another half a yard, so now it's going to be 4th and 8 3/4.
Yeah. They're going to have to punt, turn the ball back over to the Whalers. I thought he made more than that on that play, Dick.
So the punter now, Dennis, is going to be looking into the sun. So A, he has to track the ball.
Catch
B, he's not going to be able to track anybody coming in to block it. So this is a prime spot here for Nantucket to get a block, because he's not going to have a view of it. And now we have another timeout here.
We have how many? 10 players on
Only
the field?
10 players on the field, so the quarterback is smart enough to let the coaching staff know and get the 11th player out there.
I know, right?
Number 33, Jake Wozniacki is the punter. Wisnowski, I guess.
I think your pronunciation was better, Dennis.
I thought so too.
Don't let that guy over there with the microphone disturb you.
Intimidate.
That's a better word. That's a
It's a
better
high
word.
hanger. It takes a Monomoy bounce and stopped on about the 41-yard line.
So Nantucket is going to start almost the same spot that they started their opening drive at. As Monomoy, we believe, won the toss and elected to kick off to get the ball in the second half.
God, are we ever going to get out of the first period there?
Yeah,
And a minute longer, Gino.
It's a minute longer. Boy, it builds up.
It does.
And when you get into the second period, it's 2 minutes longer. You get into the third period, it's 3 minutes
It just
longer.
feels so long.
Well, you're used to those 8-minute running time periods, which may happen. There's a hole. This one's coming back.
Now, Small has a big gain, first yard run. And you'll notice, Dick, when he was running, there is a flag on the field.
Yeah,
when he
this
was
is
running,
coming back.
He shifted the ball from his left hand to his right hand.
Easily on the stop for the
That's
Shark.
something a good back would do.
What happened?
And we have a flag on the field.
That's against their target. So that'll bring in 20. Or if it's from the spot, it could be like
Could be
first and
holding.
19. So they're going to give them from the spot, so it's going to be about a first and maybe 18
18, maybe 19.
as the hold occurred about 2 yards over the line of scrimmage.
First and 19.
So it's 19, so it's 1 yard over the line of scrimmage.
Against the Whalers. a first down and 20.
Don't let that guy intimidate you, Dennis, over there.
First and 20.
He tried to tell you it was 20. Don't let him intimidate you. We know it's 19.
We think it's on 19.
We know it's 19 over here.
And they're going to be a quick pass. Deep, deep, deep. Oh, just overthrown.
Wow, that looked real good.
Holgate diverting pass is incomplete.
Holgate had all the time in the world to throw it, run it.
Just trying to lay it in there.
Open on the sideline was Max Cunningham, who last week scored 3 touchdowns.
Maybe I'm.
Remember, tomorrow is drop off your expired drugs at Island Pharmacy. Tomorrow's the day. All over the state. All over the state they're doing that. But
Yes, they are.
here on Nantucket, Island Pharmacy is your spot. So any expired drugs, any drugs that you want to get rid of, go by Island Pharmacy tomorrow and drop them off.
Second down and 10. Holgate with a run. And another flag comes in, Dick.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Wow, that came in late.
Yeah.
They're going to
And
call it a hold on
Nan-
Nantucket.
again.
So.
Now,
Holding on the wheel.
you know, one of the things when a game like this, Dick, you don't want to play down to the competition. You want to be sharp. And if the Whalers,
Yeah, back-to-back
they don't need penalties.
Yeah, back-to-back penalties is not the way you want to go.
You want to play snappy.
But you don't want to get your quarterback hurt either. So I don't know how often you want to run this quarterback sweep play.
No, it's true. Very true.
30.
So, Dick, we didn't have binoculars. The Whalers have so far to go.
It's close to 30, Dennis. Let's go with 29.
Yeah, go for the pass, man.
Then they're going to throw it.
There you go. Boom.
Cunningham.
Great pass.
And he makes back a big chunk of that.
Holgate to Cunningham complete.
He picks up about 25 of it.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And we got another player down.
The tackler is down. But his teammate says, get up.
Nice tackle.
And he picked up about 24 of it. So
You
we
either
bring
got
up
the wind knocked
third
out
and 6.
That was a quick slant.
out.
Quick
Third and
pass.
6.
Cunningham made all the rest of it. So we got a third down and 6.
He's hurt.
So the injured player is out, is standing on the sideline.
And they're going to go with the sweep. Burton has got the first down.
Burton running strong
Strong running.
and knows where the first down marker is and make sure he gets there.
Hurt the ball.
Moves the chain.
Pretty nice. You can make up a 30 yards in 3 plays.
Yeah, that shows that the offense is clicking.
Down for the Whalers.
So 20-0 here, 2:44 to go here in the first period. Portions of first period brought to us by Nantucket Island Pharmacies. Nantucket Pharmacy in town, 45 Main Street. Island Pharmacy out of town, 122 Pleasant Street, across from the Stop and Shop.
Okay, it's going to be a swing pass. And Alex Small with the completion. And he gets another first down.
Holgate to Small on the pass.
That was just a simple swing pass.
Little swing pass, yeah. That's a play that's in everybody's playbook from Pop Warner up to the pros.
We used it many times over the years. So we got a first down and 10. The ball's on the 30-yard line.
The Nantucket setting up here. I think that's their 5th first down of the day, but they are just picking up chunks of yardage, and as you mentioned, Dennis, not even back-to-back 10-yard penalties. Normally one 10-yard penalty stops the drive. Back-to-back
Sometimes a
10 yards.
5-yarder. Alex Small on the carry, going to make it around left end, and he's brought down after a gain of probably 6, maybe.
Yeah, they asked Max Cunningham to hold that block for a long time, and he did. And he finally pushes him outside, but Small doesn't read it that way. And Small goes outside too and gets taken down. But he still picked up almost 6 yards, if not more.
7 yards on the play. Okay, Smalls line up at the fullback. Tailback is Devontae Usher, and they're going to go with the inside handoff.
Small block here for the Whalers.
And they got the first down. 1st and 10.
Nickerson on the stop for
Nickerson brings Small down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You notice quarterback did a little Tom Brady jumping up in the air.
Anybody that can imitate Tom Brady is okay in my book.
Okay, we're going to go with the inside handoff. And a couple yards.
for the Whalers.
All of a sudden, the yards are a little bit harder to come by here as
Isaac Hart on the stop.
Monomoy
Monomoy.
stiffened up a bit. And this could be the last play of the first quarter, so Nantucket may not score again here in the first quarter. 2nd and 8, the 2nd and 6 from about the 16, I think.
And here goes Usher outside, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds.
Usher the block there for the Whalers.
Ball's going to be on the 9-yard line.
San Antonio on the stop.
1st and goal from the 9.
So that will end it. End of the first quarter. It's your Nantucket Whalers 20, the Monomoy Sharks 0. And speaking of Sharks,
Nice snap. Oh, a fake.
Oh, he faked it out.
Gonna throw it. Incomplete.
I don't know if that was the play or not, Dennis.
Well, I think it was, Dick. I think what they're doing is setting up next week's game. You know, trying to show all the things they can do.
Now,
If you were going to watch this game with tape, you would be, have to prepare for that.
now everything's on tape. Everybody gets it quick. Do you think anybody does? Anybody does the scouting? Like when we were coaching, you were sending people to games. Do you think anybody from Abington or Seacock might be here?
Maybe, and they might have somebody here. It's always best to be in person.
Do you think we possibly sent somebody up to watch Abington Seacock?
It could happen today.
Okay. Because the games are being played at the same time, and I'm thinking that next week's game is going to be on a Friday night because all 4 of the games in Division 7 South are being played tonight, which is good for the scouting aspect of it. Because if like one team was playing on Saturday, then whoever won the Friday night game could go see that game tomorrow in person with all their coaching staff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I'm sure they probably sent somebody up to take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Back in the day, we did a lot of scouting, Dick.
it's the winner of a game being played between number 6, Seacock High School, and number 3, Abington. That game is being played at Abington tonight at 7 o'clock.
Game time is 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock tonight. Actually, the Globe listed this game is starting at 7 today. After listing it as 5 all week, they switched it to 7 today for some reason.
All right, ball's on the ground, and number 7 fielded it. Griffin Handler, and went down.
And it gives Monomoy their best field position of the day here, as they're starting on about the 32, 33.
Over. 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
Oh God, I just got this alert. We might as well share it with people. This one, CNN just sent this alert. A mystery races through space. A small, fast-moving object that's zipping through our solar system may become the first interstellar visitor to be confirmed by astronomers. Oh my God! What is that, Dick?
Fake news, Gino. That's called.
There you go.
That's called fake
I don't
news.
know, man. You think they're pushing it? I don't know about that. Imagine if it's true.
After thousands and thousands of years, they decide to show up and see what we're all about here. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe they're coming to help us out.
Let's hope they have
They've seen that. They've been watching the news.
Let's hope
and
they have a soft landing.
soft landing. Exactly. That is crazy.
I mean, are they going to be allowed in? They won't be allowed in.
No.
Right? They won't be
No,
allowed
we
in.
there's a wall going to be.
There'll be a wall, a barrier that they won't be able to come into the country.
All right. Yeah, no.
That must be a joke. Come on.
Big tackle there by
Number 61.
Garcia on the stop.
Garcia.
Yeah. We got a third down and about 15. The perfect night for football tonight.
It is a
Dick.
great night, yeah.
Perfect. I understand the weather's coming in for
A
Monday.
little bit of wind this morning, I thought, which might pick up, but it died right out.
But I think it's coming for Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Or rain.
Sunday and
mostly
Monday,
rain, right?
mostly rain.
Mostly rain
Are you
Sunday
going
night.
up country this weekend?
No, I'll be here. I'm sticking around.
And it's going to be a pass. Almost picked off by
He
Alex.
had a wide open guy. Number 3 was wide open. And he just
He didn't have a lot of time,
No, he
Gino. The Whalers were bearing down on Isaac Hart.
Well, looking at next week and the other sports coming up, the field hockey pairings will come out on Monday, the 30th. The Nantucket field hockey team will not be making the tournament this year. Tuesday, the volleyball pairings come out. The volleyball team is making the tournament this year. So there is a they were going to go in with a 500 record, so there's a slight possibility they could get a home game, and if they are, it would be sort of Wednesday or Thursday of next week. They're going for it here.
They're going for it.
Oh, he gave it to the big guy. Wow. Couldn't get in.
Oh, that was amazing.
Blind man's dream there. Nick Correa
Right into his
was
arm.
handed a gift, and he couldn't squeeze himself off that one tackler to get himself into the end zone. And so volleyball team is going to be in the tournament, and those pairings will come out Tuesday the 31st. Halloween, spooky Halloween.
Oh, where are you
And-
getting your
And,
Island variety?
Island variety for your costumes, right. And the soccer pairings, Gino, will come out on Wednesday the 1st.
Okay.
The girls are not in the tournament this year, but the boys are, and the boys will definitely get a home game.
Well, we'll be there
So
for that
we'll
one.
be there for that. And if the pairings come out Wednesday, we could get a possible game at the end of next week. Hopefully it won't conflict with the football game, and maybe it will go to the beginning of the following week. But anyways, keep your eyes out for the pairings coming out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and all the other sports. Golf last week competed in some tournaments.
Defeating Cape Islands league opponent Sturgis East by a score of 4-1. The boys soccer team finished the season with an overall record of 15-2 with one tie. The boys soccer team won the Cape Islands League for the fourth
we don't have as big a crowd as last week.
Oh no, nowhere near the homecoming crowd. No.
Yeah.
Tournament seedings for the boys will be announced next Wednesday.
But again, Dennis,
Again, ladies and gentlemen,
I think part of it is
Nantucket High School boys soccer team won
pairing.
the Cape Islands League Championship
You know,
boys soccer.
people
for
say
the 14th
we beat Monomoy
consecutive
55-8
year.
or 55-6. We're playing them again. You know, that plays into it somewhat.
I'm sure. All right.
And Nantucket doing what they did before. They already have a 26-0 lead. 8 minutes still to go in the first half.
Looks like they're going for.
Look at that.
Oh, nice
geez,
throw.
It doesn't get any easier.
Beautiful throw, beautiful catch.
Yes.
Max Cunningham.
Touchdown.
Cunningham had what, 2 last week, and he has one today.
And that was what, a three-yard pass
He
play?
can throw.
Yes, he can.
He's got a good arm.
Yes, he does. He throws well on the run too.
Man, he's accurate.
Okay, Cam Bartlett going to kick the extra point.
32-0. That drive took all of one play in, 6 seconds?
And that one looks pretty good. Right, good as gold.
So Cam gets his second, so he's 2 for 3 on extra points. And 33-0, Dennis. Do we start talking about getting other kids in there?
Well, I think they're going to play the first half out.
I mean, tongue in cheek in the pregame show, I said I lied last week, and the tournament starts next week. But you know, there's more truth in that than you want to believe, because Monomoy, even though they're in the tournament, is not at the caliber of Nantucket. Now, speaking of the whole tournament process, there is 8 divisions north, 8 divisions south, 8 teams in 8 division.
Souza and Anthony back.
Do the math. 8 times 8, 64. Double that, 128. So there's 128 teams in the tournament.
Yeah.
And I think that's out of like 170.
Wow.
It is. I think there is 20. I think I counted them out. There's 21 teams in the tournament with losing records.
Yeah.
10 of those teams are 2-5.
But you know yourself, Dick. You know, if we take a look at a team like Millis. All right, if they're playing in what division are they in?
They're in Division 8. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying they play stronger competition than Division 8. I mean, there's no systems that's perfect.
The team that we should play next week, based upon pairings and what should happen tonight, is Abington. Abington finished second, losing to Wareham.
Which is who was undefeated.
Wareham's undefeated, playing in Division 8.
Yeah.
Abington will come here as a 3 seed if they win tonight, playing against Nantucket, the 2 seed next week. So that's interesting.
Well, all roads lead. If we can stay healthy and keep on winning, all roads lead to a rematch with Mashpee.
That's the big.
But they have to do their part and win.
That's the big prize at the end of the tunnel.
And Mashpee is playing who tonight?
Mashpee must have what, Diamond tonight.
Diamond. Mashpee has Diamond.
Diamond slid ahead of Cohasset as the 8th seed. Now Cohasset as a 9 seed, in my mind, is better than probably 2 or 3 of the teams at 6 to 8.
There's no system that's perfect. I mean, you know, I kind of like the system, but you know, we just have to part with the pass, and that's going to be complete.
Look at that! I mean, look at this guy.
Nice. First down of the day. Well,
First down.
What I like about the tournament, is you get to play a new team.
Yeah,
that's
new
why
teams.
That's why tonight's game is sort of not so good, because you're playing a team that you already faced. But the reverse of this is, what if Nantucket went over to Monomoy and beat them 14-13?
Well, that would be a different story.
We'd be all sky high for the rematch tonight.
Exactly.
So, you know, as you say, the tournament does have its faults, and that just happens to be one of them this year.
But Monomoy is showing a little, that was about a 3-yard gain. That was a nice pass. Hart is going to be it. Let me see, is he a senior? Hart we'll see next year. He's a junior.
Well, Monomoy, we know, is only going to get better, Dennis.
Yeah, and I think they're playing a little bit tougher tonight than they did the last time. Gino, you have to back me up on it.
They're watching us. They're probably watching over in Monomoy right now.
Hello to all you sharks over there. Keep your eye out for the humongous one off the coast.
Dick wants to feed him a hot dog. Oh. One thing you can't do when you run the sweep, Dick, is stop. You're dead if you stop, and that's what happens. Nantucket has so much speed on the outside, you're not going to get around.
Yeah.
The only way to attack Nantucket, I believe, is up the middle with crossbucks and, you know, old-time football.
So it's 3rd and long. They probably won't punt it here anyways. They make it back to the pass. They get their only first down of the day on the
All right,
pass.
they're going to run the
Well, he's got
quarterback
a few
sneak.
blockers, but they didn't block him.
Bartlett with
They
the
let him right
tackle.
in. I mean,
Right, the ball
it's just,
carrier for the
Cam
Sharks.
Bartlett, wow.
Brought down by
Bartlett's having a great game tonight.
Wow. What a
He came right up and made the
tackle
step.
there.
yeah, no kidding.
That's a
You cannot run
6-yard
outside on Nantucket.
6-yard loss on that one.
Field hockey defeated visiting Fairhaven High this afternoon by a score of 4-1.
So
So
the
what do we
field
got?
hockey game's over. Nantucket won 4-1.
Next Monday, they'll host Sturgis East. The game time is at 3:45. Next Monday, 3:45. Come on out and support the Whale.
Okay, the ball's on the 45.
Field hockey is playing their last game Monday here at home.
Dick, they hit 4th down. They're going for
Yeah,
it
they have to go for it.
from the
It doesn't
shot.
matter. It doesn't matter where they give Nantucket the ball.
Yeah, they're probably going to throw it again. The halfback pass. Oh, what a
Oh,
collision.
that was fun.
What a collision.
Incomplete.
Good job by Terrain
little-
Burton.
I had a little offensive interference on that one as the receiver from Monomoy was trying to get in position, just pushing,
I think the refs are letting the boys play.
letting them go.
Medium receiver for the Sharks.
So Nantucket takes over 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line of the Sharks.
4:17 to go here in the
Whalers are
first
gonna take
half.
over 1st and 10.
24-0. What is the score?
45-yard line.
33 to zilch. Dino's back in the booth over there.
Here we go. He's got. Look at the time he's got in that pocket.
And he's on the run again. And he's going to get outside.
He's coming back this way.
And he comes this way.
He's got his blocker.
And
Look at
he's going
that.
to go all the way. Reversed field. 45-yard.
45-yard run by Hoge.
So that makes it 39 to zip.
39. And what do you think of, Dennis, when you hear the number 39?
39. How old I am.
No.
Jack Benny had that long before you.
Oh.
Jack Benny, that was his.
I think of.
You remember Jack Benny
You know
doing
what I
that?
think of when I think of 39? The Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, Wuthering Heights. All those movies were made in 1939.
1939, yeah. It was a
Great
good-
year for good movies.
Now
If you like old
extra
movies.
point hold lead on the hold.
Well, me too.
All right, Cameron Bartlett lining up for the extra point. Snap is down. Snap is good. Kick is good.
Boy, oh boy, nice.
Kick is good.
So Cam gets his
40.
third, 40 to nothing. So
There's your rover.
I had the over and under at 40, so we're
You know
right,
what I
we're right
say?
on the nose right now.
You hear that sound? I think it's time to bring the band back.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have the
Well,
band up there.
Let's get a new speaker or something.
Get rid of it. What's it doing to the fans over there? Imagine being over there.
On
Now
the
that's better.
target.
We need a band to play the music.
We
like
need a band.
When we were in Mashpee, they had their own band. I love
Well, a
that.
little bit. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a stage band. Or what,
Band,
On the
yeah.
target,
They do
fighting,
at college
fighting.
games.
yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, you like the ambiance.
Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Love that feel.
All right. 40 to nothing. 4:17 to go here in the first half. Vito Capizzo Stadium. Dick Herman, Dennis Karen calling today's name. Gino Gang on camera. Dino Alamodovar sitting in the visitors' film area. The Legends box. Dino's in the Legends box.
It sure is. Well deserved.
that was a pretty good comeback, Dino. The Legends, I like that. That was good.
Dino hasn't lost it, no.
Yeah, no. Ball's kicked in the ground. Takes a big hop. And down.
Gosh. I know.
Number 3
but
goes down.
It's tough.
Who's on the return for the Sharks?
Nantucket special teams have been spectacular this year.
Unbelievable. What kind of music is that?
I don't know. The sad music now?
I don't know what.
When he fell down and he didn't take the hit, then they used the sad music?
I want to investigate that. I like that music. Better than that other stuff going.
Oh, yeah, I'd take that over that other stuff.
Well, the Sharks take over on about the 26-yard line, 27. And Hart rolling out. Gonna throw it.
Well, Dennis, with those 40 points in the books, Nantucket has scored 300 points so far this year, outscoring their opponents 300 to 45. And my buddy over here to the left of me, Dino, the highest scoring Wheeler team is the 1979 team with around, I think it's 367. That may be shattered this year, as Nantucket has just scored their 300th point of the year.
Wow.
We'll have to put an
How many,
asterisk.
how many they've given up?
45.
45.
And what?
25 against
25
for Mashpee.
against Mashpee, right?
Yeah, that was a wake-up call, that game.
And he's going to throw it.
Wide open.
Nice catch.
Nice catch. Give it on. Give it on.
Nice
Give it on.
catch.
Yes, yes, yes. No discussion. Give it on.
Beautiful catch.
First down for the Sharks.
I don't care if you had no feeding. Give
Malik
it to him.
Bowden on the catch, number 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Number 3.
Well, Monomoy trying to get across midfield.
Yeah, that was Connor Santoni.
I don't think they got across midfield last time, so this they can pick up 3 yards. They'll get across midfield here.
And he's going to throw it again. And he's going to get hit and
got
down. That's the problem. The protection breaks down really quick.
Garcia on the sack for the Whalers.
Garcia got there first. Bartlett's also there. But, not only does Nantucket have some big
Brings up
guys
second and
on the
17.
offense and defensive line of scrimmage, Dennis, they get big guys who can move.
Yeah.
They have speed, you know.
Dick, this is probably the biggest line I've ever had.
Pound for pound, it certainly should be.
Size-wise.
So that's a 7-yard sack for the Whalers defense.
They have about 9 men in the box.
I
Here
know,
they
look
come.
at that now.
They picked it up though.
He's overthrew him.
Took a hit.
Uncatchable there as Burton put a body on him
Yeah.
before the ball got there.
Well,
Took a hit.
you didn't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say whether it was.
Well, what I'm saying is it was close to being pass interference. You can't put the body on him before he gets it.
Now, there must have been like 8 people in the box that time, Dick.
West here on Thursday by a score of 3-1. With that, the Lady Whalers earn sole possession of second place.
I hope we
in
get to
Island
play
League.
Mashpee again.
Well, they got to win they got to win next week, and
Next
Mashpee's
week.
got to do their job. And they're going to.
That's the one we need to. That's going to be insane.
That will be over there again.
That's okay. So that's okay with you.
Oh, in and out of his hands.
Yep.
Pass is incomplete.
Go-to guy, but
Well, you can see why Monomoy's won some games this year, Dennis,
Yeah.
because they do have a
Hart's a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, you were telling me that 2 weeks ago that he was a good quarterback, and
Yeah.
he's showing it tonight.
Yeah, he is.
But Nantucket's putting so much pressure in his face that
Yeah.
he's having a hard time finding receivers. 2:35 to go here in the first half. The It's all your Nantucket Whalers here. 40-0.
And he's going to run, he's running for his life. Intercepted.
Yeah, a little jump ball there.
Liebert on
And then
the
he tried to
interceptor.
force it in there. but-
Liebert, I believe, got it.
Yeah. Too many Whalers in the vicinity.
There was a lot of pressure on him that time, too.
He knew he couldn't pick up the first down running because it was 17 yards. He saw one white jersey down here, but the one white jersey was surrounded by 4 blue jerseys. Island Lumber, from cellar to roof, we've got you covered. Rock solid, Wheeler Pride, serving the island for over 50 years. Island Lumber.
Holgate's throwing the ball up. And what a catch! Devontae Usher. What a catch!
Wow.
That ball was tipped, and Devontae kept concentration on it and was able to reel it in for the score. How deep a pass was that, Dick?
54 yards.
Touchdown, Nantucket.
And the score now is 46.
46. So the over and under was 40. I went with the over. A little consolation.
You know what's amazing is the fact that we're beating teams like this, and then we go to Mashpee and they beat us so soundly.
They're a great team. Mashpee is a great team.
What a difference, though.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah. And that's what it is in Division 7. We have teams like this, and then
Big is good.
and teams like Mashpee, Abington.
Yep.
Dick mentioned Cohasset. Cohasset didn't make the tournament, but they would have been a real good matchup for us tonight.
Cohasset would have given us a better fight tonight here, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
That's why I was hoping that we would have gotten a diamond. Archbishop Williams was a team that I wanted to see, only because I've never seen them before.
And they are the number 2 seed.
No, Archbishop Williams is on the road tonight.
Well, they must be playing.
The
Is it
seedings,
Case? It's a Case.
the seedings are Mashpee number 1. They're home against Diamond number 8. Nantucket's 2 home against Monomoy. Abington's 3 home against Seacon. And Case is 4 home against Archbishop Williams 5.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep your eye on, and I'm predicting
4 and 5.
Archbishop Williams to knock off Case. And that would be interesting because then Archbishop Williams will go to Mashpee next week if that happens.
Oof.
And then we may get to see Archbishop Williams because they would come here week 3.
And the ball's kicked on the ground again. And it's a live ball. A live ball. And covered up by the Sharks, number 3.
On the ground, nobody could get their hands on it. Finally,
Connor
the
Santoni. Good job following on the ball.
2:10 to go here in the first half.
First half's been a little long, Dick.
Very long.
Plus the extra minute.
God, it's just.
Monomoy's going to take over.
This is the longest
First
first
and
half
10
of
from
all
the
time.
25-yard
Yeah, and maybe they'll adjust the clock for the second half.
You think?
I don't. It's a tournament game. Can they do it? I don't know.
I don't know.
allowed to.
Well, I think. What do you mean they're not allowed to? Maybe.
If you say it's okay, they can do it. Is that what you mean, then?
Well, I mean, Hart's
Okay,
gonna
there he is again. Up and
overthrown.
Pass is incomplete.
Well, see, another thing that's slowing it down is the clock stops and an incomplete pass.
A 3-3 tie in a home game yesterday. The girls soccer team will play their final home game next Tuesday at 3:45.
The lights are on in Vito
There was
Capizzo Stadium.
a few more people coming in since the start of the game, but again, nowhere near the crowd that was here for homecoming.
Big crowd last week.
And when you're live, you don't have to go anywhere. You can watch it right on.
We're live tonight.
Yeah, we're live
Wow.
I know it.
And there's going to be a sweep. Nice job by Bartlett. Is that Bartlett?
Listen to that sound.
Listen to the pads crash. Bartlett on the tackle.
Knocks him out of bounds by Cam Bartlett, and
The Sharks
clock
Continues to run, right?
continues to run. They're gonna say he didn't go out of bounds, and I agree with the officials. He never went out of
No,
bounds.
never.
Never went out of bounds. He just imagined it.
Yeah.
That was
looked like
a
he did, but he
humongous hit.
A humongous hit.
Come up with the word tonight.
And
Humongous.
It kept him in bounds too. That was double humongous.
At halftime.
Damn, they're dead.
A little bit of room in that
I
sweep.
think they got the first
That
down.
was an impressive run.
First down.
So that's, I believe, their second first down of the
This is
day.
the ball carrier for the Sharks.
I'm sorry, Sousa, number 34, was the ball carrier.
Around canvas, folks, cross-country team will conclude their season traveling to Cape Cod Academy to participate in the Cape and Islands League meet on Tuesday.
Okay, so Tony flanked out here to the right. And got motion to the right. And the ball gonna go deep. Oh, through his hands.
Pass is incomplete.
Nice adjustment there by
Coverage by number 2 for Nantucket.
Tony broken up by
Santonio. He made a nice adjustment that almost pulled it in.
Max Cunningham on the coverage for Nantucket.
He's having a good game.
to take a moment.
Max is having a great game.
The hardworking and dedicated group of NHS Whaler cheerleaders. The Whaler cheerleaders do a terrific job of promoting and spreading Whaler pride throughout the school and community. Thank you, ladies.
We got a second down and 10. Ball's on about the 38-yard line. And drops back again. And he's hit right away.
Yeah.
There's a blitz that time.
And Sarah on the blitz came right up the gap. Nobody put a
Chris
pad on it.
and Sarah Allen on the tackle.
They didn't call a timeout, did they?
Yeah, timeout on the field. Harwich. Dick, who's this timeout brought to us by?
Exactly. Come on, let's go.
This timeout is brought to us by the Fairgrounds Restaurant. Check out the Fairgrounds. NFL college games each weekend at the Fairgrounds. Specials going on. Tonight is fish fry, so if you head over to the Fairgrounds tonight after the game, you can meet the coaches.
Ooh, I like a fish
Some of the
fry.
coaches go by there for the fish fry.
Maybe they'll have the great white there.
The great white. If somebody catches the great white, there'll be fish for all of us.
Don't forget to get your Whaler gear.
Yeah, we're live.
Return.
Oh yeah, this is.
The vineyard game's coming up.
I can't stop these two. They run the show. I don't do anything.
That's true, Gino. We agree with
I
that.
know it. They know who. Everybody out there knows who the boss is.
The humongous great white. You can have a fillet.
So what do you think this
Just say,
timeout's all
when
about?
you get the humongous in you, just say, take a little off the top. That'll be enough for a whole filet sandwich. All right. If they keep calling timeouts, we're gonna lose it. No more timeouts!
What's the score, Dick? So people out there who are
Every time I look, it's different. 47 to nothing.
And we're still in the first
So
half.
we're still in the
here.
first half, yeah.
And you're going to go deep down the middle.
Look at that. There it is. Add to it,
Intercepted.
Dick.
Interception.
Yeah, look
Archer,
at that.
all
Look
right.
at this. This is unbelievable. Oh my gosh.
I think, Dick, the next half they're going to have to put some of the other people in. We have a flag on the field.
Oh
The Whalers need to
Can we get the cheerleaders?
no. Probably happened after.
probably a block in the back.
They're going to call a block on the back, so we're going to bring that one back. Thank goodness, because I was running out of ink. My pen is dry here. I just wrote so many scores down it. So.
Dick, you will go over the scoring. From the Nantucket. I don't have a pencil.
I'll go over the scoring if you run up and get me a Linguiça here, because I'm going to be late for Din Din tonight here. This game's going too late.
Oh, Dick.
I told wifey I'd be home for Din Din at
What has she got?
quarter off.
What is she making for us?
A little shark.
A little fillet.
Fish fry, don't tell me. Oh no.
Fish fry and
You're a
Dickies.
lucky man to have such a nice wife.
So Nantucket takes over here. Hopefully this is the last play, Gino. Hopefully.
And
No, it is not going to be.
it's going all
There you go.
the way.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
This is just insane. Insanity, dude.
Like the roof on fire. We go drink drinks.
22 seconds left, is that right?
Like the roof on fire. Now baby, get my booty naked, take off all your clothes and light the roof on fire.
I don't like that song. Not at a high school football game.
12 seconds left in the half.
Inappropriate. Inappropriate. Whoever put that list on their playlist. So what was that, in Cero?
In Cerro Valley.
That
Yep.
43 yards I think I had.
Now we're on to the
12
extra point,
seconds.
Hoagie with a holding.
Okay, Bartlett going for his what extra point tonight?
He's 4 out of 5 so far.
So what does that make this? Okay, right after this then, Dick. Oh,
Got
that
it.
one's good too.
54 to
0.
nothing.
In the first half.
First half. So, the over-under was 40. We covered that. Now, go back and run the tape, Dennis. Did I say the over-under was 40 for the game, or did I say for the first half? I forget.
You said for the game.
Well, I think I said for the first half. We'll go back and check the
Check the tape.
check the tape. How about that World Series game the other night? How about both World Series games?
Pretty good.
Two good games.
Pretty good matchup.
And 5 extra inning home runs. 8 home runs in a game. But imagine getting 5 extra inning home. In a World Series game, it's a record. But
You know
I've been willing to say it's probably a record.
Yeah, it is.
You know who I texted, who our buddy is, who loves Houston?
Johnson, St. Tony.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Right. You texted
so
him.
if he's watching, hello Jeremiah.
Hello,
out in
Jeremiah.
Oregon, right? He's in Oregon or Idaho?
He's in
I'm going to say
Beasley.
Montana.
No, it's Idaho.
Idaho.
Or maybe Utah. I don't know. He's in one of those.
Oh, it's
What
hit.
was that? What? No!
The half's going to end on that.
Will it?
Yes.
No, it isn't. They're going to get one more. They stop the clock.
One more, 3 seconds. Wow.
This has got to be the longest.
That was not an onside kick, but it was one of the prettiest onside kicks you ever see, because it hit the up man and bounced right back to the kicker, Small, and I thought for sure he was going to take it in.
They must have had a penalty on that.
I think they just said, get rid of those 3 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they're marking it. Look, there's a penalty, Dick.
Maybe they're gonna say the kick did not go 10 yards then.
Yeah, probably. So we'll,
Maybe
wait a
the
minute.
kid, maybe the kid stepped
We'll
up
get
across.
an explanation over here. We listen.
Okay, they're gonna say it didn't go 10 yards, yeah, because what, as the kick was made, the kid,
10 yards, folks.
Ball did not go 10 yards.
so it should be a re-kick then.
No, isn't that a penalty?
It should be a re-kick. Can't be. How can it be Nantucket ball if it didn't go 10 yards? If it didn't go 10 yards, it shouldn't be Nantucket ball in
I
my
think we're going
mind.
to take a knee.
They're gonna take a knee here.
Okay.
So we have played one half here, and it's your Nantucket Wheel is 54. The Monomoy Sharks 0.